Hello there, welcome to this Uncut Get Ready with me. I'm getting ready to film my best of 2024 videos. And so you've probably already seen those and you've come here to see how I pulled together that look in that video and to see a demo of many of those products. So we're jumping right on in here. It's been a while since I did my skincare, so I want to refresh my skin with a little bit of the Dalton. This is the serum spray, and I'm just mostly doing that kind of on the outer perimeter of the face. Oh, this just smells so wonderful. And then on the lips, I'm going in with the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve. The strawberry is still my favorite scent of all of them. And I haven't had anything on my lips all morning, so they definitely need some really good hydration. On the lids, I am using the Ulta Beauty Matte Veil Eyeshadow Primer. I have already purchased a backup of this. I love this so much, and it is just so long wearing. And even though it comes out looking like it has a little bit of color, I feel like most of that dissipates, although once it's dried down, do you see, I mean, there's just a hint of some coverage, and I really appreciate that. So in today's video, it was really hard for me to decide on, of course, those top 25 products. So I know I explained that, but oh my goodness, I've spent the better part of the morning choosing what I thought would be the top 20. And then I would come across a lipstick in my purse or a lip liner. I thought, oh no, I gotta include that. Okay, what else can go? So that's how we ended up with 25, because I just really could not eliminate any more products. So I did my best, but there were just some really good products, and I tried, I mean, literally a couple hundred products probably this year. So I feel like 25 wasn't too bad. For foundation, I'm going to use the Dalton Reishi Mushroom, or the Serum Skin Tint with Reishi Mushroom. I've combined two colors, tan and light. And of course, I am using my favorite brush to apply those. Now, I probably mentioned this in that video. You know, I'm thinking future because I haven't filmed that video yet, but my two little pink boxes with Dalton are, at least as of right now, they are still available. So if there are a couple of products that you are interested in purchasing that I mentioned from those two boxes, it's well worth it just to get the whole box. So I will link the boxes and the individual products down below. But this foundation, especially in the winter, I feel like, but you know, this worked for me all summer. It worked for my sister-in-law and my nephew's new bride in super humid climate. So I feel like for me, even on my combo skin, it still worked in the summer, but I feel like especially in the winter with the little bit, well, really dry weather we've been having, this just feels so nice on the skin and does give a hint of kind of glow. Of course, I powder it down still, but if you're looking for a little extra kind of healthy glow to your skin, this is a great one. So I know I'm dressed in pink. I did just do my nails. So fun. They have little reindeer, Rudolph reindeers and Christmas lights, but it's pink glitter. I just love these. So I know Christmas should be red nails, right? But I just had to put these on. These are the Dashing Diva nail strips, and they are just some of my favorites. They brought them back again this year, so I was saving them until right before Christmas to put on. And then I had this new sweater that I was ready to try out. I've worn the black one before, but my pink one. So maybe I'm feeling a little bit less wintry because our weather has been so hot, and we have a potential for the first time, I think since May, we have the potential of some rain tomorrow. So I am hoping and praying that we get some moisture because it is so dry here. All right, we've got all that blended in, and I've said this before, but every time I use this foundation, you want to really sheer it out on the skin, and then let it sit and sink into your skin before you powder. So we are gonna go to the eyes. I'm trying to move through this a little quicker because I know some of you get to these long uncut videos and you're like, oh, I don't have an hour. So I'm trying to make this one a little less than an hour. I'm gonna use the Sigma E50, and I think for most of my look today, I'm gonna be going into the Icy Nudes palette from Huda Beauty. As you saw, there were really only 3 eyeshadow palettes this year that I would say were like top favorites. Now I had a few others, but for whatever reason, this was the year of a lot of lip products. So I do hope that next year we'll have a few more eyeshadow palettes, but I just kind of, the Roxa palette, of course, was a contender from Natasha Denona, but when I really kind of took stock of what palettes I was going back to, it was the 3 that I showed. Okay, so let's go in with this shade right here, and we might go in with a little bit of gray after having done those Roxa palette looks, which, by the way, if you missed any of my recent videos, I'll link them down below in the description box. I know myself, I have been just short on time, so I have not been watching as many YouTube videos myself either, but I feel like views are really low, and on my channel in particular, and so when that happens, then YouTube recommends them even less. So in case you have missed any of my recent uploads, I will link those down below. But yeah, my Roxa palette, those were really fun looks to do and kind of challenging working with all those cool tone shades, but here we are again with cool tones, but these are definitely a lot more neutral leaning. All right, let's find a smaller brush here. That was the Morphe M504. Let's go in now. Let's use the rougher number 1 brush. What should we do? Let's do something. Let's go. Oh, this palette's so reflective. Okay. Let's go in. I'm trying to hold this. Let's go in with these 2 shades right here and put these in the outer corner. I'll try to keep this a little lighter, and I'll probably, on the lid, I've been debating between 2 shadows, so we'll see what I end up using, but it feels really good to finally be sitting down and doing another one of these videos. You know, I love these just to be able to sit and chat, not only about makeup and things, but just to catch up on what has been going on. And I don't know about you, but I feel like this year, since we had such a short time between Thanksgiving and Christmas this year for us in the United States. I know many of you in Canada and other countries don't have Thanksgiving at the same time on the calendar as we do, but it just felt extra short this year. And therefore, I think that combined with our hot weather, it just has not felt like Christmas at all. Christmas season, nothing has felt quite right. I did all the decorating, but it still just felt like it was October. So I don't know if any of you else have felt that this year. And it's been an interesting Christmas season. All right, on the lid, I'm gonna go to my cream shadow. Now, I've been debating between my 2 favorite RMS shadows. I think I still want to keep it pretty bright, so I'm gonna go in with, I always want to call this Moonbeam, but I think it's Moon Lust. This shadow, oh my goodness, since I got it, I probably use it about every other day. I just can't get enough of it. It's so pretty, and I know I showed it in that video, but it's just my ideal shade for the lid. And these layer so nicely. So you can put down 1 layer and tap it out like this. And then you can go in right away with another, you know, powder shadow on top if you want. or you can layer more. You can layer a second layer, which is probably what I'm gonna do today, but let's just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do both sides, and then I'll go back and add a little more. So I think we might just stick with this on the lid today and not try to pack on 15 shades. You know, I do have tutorials with all of the palettes that I shared in that video. So it's not like this is the first time you're seeing, you know, these shadows in action. So I don't feel like I have to. The pressure is a little less to show you every single shade in these palettes, but I just love this shadow. And I just got a new one in from RMS. I ordered it from, I saw it on, I think it was Ulta Beauty, and it is a beautiful kind of chocolate mousse color, like is what is going to be 2025 color of the year. And I think it's going to be a beautiful, like, one and done kind of shadow. So I will be experimenting with that and do a look for you all hopefully soon. Let's see. Now that that's almost dry, you can see it definitely has a little more gold to it. So let's just go into our palette here. Let's go in with this. Actually, you know what? Let's dip into another palette. Why not? You know, let's go into the Appley in Love palette, which, oh my goodness, I had been testing out so many other things, and I thought I need to go back to this palette and give it some love. It's such a good palette, so fun, but this is definitely one I think I will use year round. There's some palettes like the Icy Nudes palette that I don't feel like I'll be using a lot during the summer, but this one definitely I will be. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. Let's add some liner, and I am actually surprisingly, I think I'm going to use brown. I'm going to use the All I Need eyeliner from Dalton, and let's just apply a tiny bit here. I actually might do kind of more of a gray tone on the lower lash line, like I like to do. And I know I've heard some of you say, you know, with certain looks that I do, oh, they all looks the same, you know. It's when I'm applying eyeshadow, especially if I'm going to be going somewhere or I'm filming something that I need to have more of an everyday kind of look. That's why I don't do like a real smoky eye or a halo eye, but I will be doing some more fun looks like that. I know some of you like to play and have fun with your eyeshadow, and others of you really are like, no, just give me the basics. You're not into trying new ways of shaping your eyes. And although I've been hearing some interesting things about 2025 makeup trends, and one of them is potentially that a black smoky eye is coming back. What do you all think? Are you all going to be trying that out? I actually have done that a few times for fun on my channel, and I do love the look. It's just, it's a lot, and it's a lot for every day. I'm going to take a little bit of that on the BK Beauty, what is this brush? The 208. And I am going to put this right into the roots of the lashes, not on my waterline, or not in the inner rim, but just in the roots of the lashes right here, just on this eye. This is a trick that really helps when my eyes are a little more uneven. I don't know about you, but I feel like sometimes, maybe because I sleep more sometimes on one side than the other, I feel like my eyes are a little more uneven some days than others. So we're just gonna kind of fix this today by evening that out. And let's see, and then here, we'll take this a little further in. Okay, now let's go over the top of that with some shadow. Let's go back to our palette, and we're gonna kind of cool that down just a little bit with, let's go in with this shade right here. And I know I always say this, these do have names, but kind of hard for me to see without my glasses. So we will be just flying blind here and just pointing to the color. How's that? But I'm curious to know if in 2025, if there are kind of new goals you have for makeup, for maybe application, learning something new, trying something new, or are you kind of saying, nope, I've bought all the makeup I need. I'm going to actually be trying to not buy makeup in 2025. I'm curious, let me know. I typically, in January, like to kind of put myself on a no buy. Let's go back with those two shades that we put kind of in the outer corner. I kind of like to, put myself a little bit on restriction at the beginning of the year, just so I can really enjoy the new products that I purchased or received as gifts at the end of the year. So we'll see if that happens. It always takes a lot of restraint because, you know, I love makeup. Okay. All right. I really love those colors. And, you know, they're pink, but it's a very soft, I think because they're very cool toned and because we mixed a little bit of those grays in there, I feel like it's even more neutral of a pink. And it's just, you know, I love my pinks, right? All right, on the lower lash line, let's go in. Oh, what liner? What do I grab here? I'm looking for my, no, that is not it. My mushroom pencil from Urban Decay. And let's just put a little bit of this down here. This is my go-to for a lower lash line when I want something kind of cool, but not too cool. Oh, let's try not to poke our eye out here. All right. And then we're gonna clean up under the eyes and apply concealer. And it's kind of funny as I'm doing this video, I mean, there's a couple of products that you may not have seen me apply too many times, but probably for several of these products, like the foundation, the concealer, the bronzer I'm gonna use, you're kind of like, oh, we've been there, we've done that, we've seen it. But that is another test for me when I'm putting together favorites videos. If I'm looking at a product and I'm like, I've never shown that on my channel and I've had it for a long time, then I have to think, do I really love that? So if you're seeing products that you have seen several times before, that to me just further reiterates my true love of those products. So new product though, I'm using some new Q-tips. These are just ones from Ulta Beauty. I just got these in and I've been trying to find some that don't have quite as much fluff on them. I know several of you have told me that is a problem for you too. You go to clean up your mascara and the kind of cotton part of the regular Q-tip, you know, gets in your eyes and causes issues. So we'll see how these new Q-tips do. But I just use a little bit of almond oil. I know some of you are new here, so I want to make sure I don't assume you know what I'm doing. Almond oil, clean up under the eyes, gives a little extra moisture so that we are ready for concealer. I'm using the Dalton Serum Concealer with Reishi Mushroom, and I'm using medium first, and then I'm going to put a little bit of light on. I'll show you how I do this. So first with medium, and you know, this is just, I'm always amazed at how little creasing I have with this. Actually, there's no creasing before I powder, and then even through the day. My best friend just tried this without even powdering all day long, and she was shocked at how well it stayed in place. So if you're looking for a concealer that does not crease, that you don't have to set like crazy with powder, this is a great one. And of course, it has really good ingredients. And I'm using the Dalton concealer brush. Which one is this? Perfecting concealer brush. This is just my favorite. I finally washed all my brushes yesterday while I was talking to my dad on the phone. I like to do that because I have to stand there at the sink forever. And so I might as well be talking to somebody, right? So it was good to catch up with him. All right, now I'm going to use the light shade, and that did pretty good all by itself. You know, color corrector and concealer all in one. But what I like to do sometimes, and if you have bags under your eyes or you've got deep troughs like I have right now, sleep has not been great, I like to put a little dot here of a lighter color. And then we're gonna do a little bit of this here. We're gonna do the lifted eye look. I know you've seen me do that before, but this just is so transformative. I did this the last couple of days for places I had to go, and I was like, ooh, my eyes are looking dark. And so, and then I'm just gonna tap that concealer in, and I'm keeping it close to the nose. And we're drawing attention to this inner part. Isn't that crazy? And by doing that, it flattens out that section right there. And then of course, we'll lift the outer part of our eye subtly. Yes, we need all the help we can get at this time of year to just cover up those dark circles, all those late nights. Hopefully it's because you're having lots of fun, right? Christmas parties, holiday parties, up late wrapping gifts, who knows? I'm happy to report all of my Christmas preparations except for what I'm making for Christmas Day. All of that is done. I'm filming this right before Christmas, so I am happy to have all of that done. Okay, so what do you think? Nice, bright, right? Lifted look. All right, let's go to another product that, oh, before we go to bronzer, let's go to this product. It's been a while. I had pulled this out. I was using it recently, and I thought, I haven't shown this in a video in a while. This is the LA Girl Contour Envy Contour Wand. And let's see, what shade do I have? I have, let's see. I am not sure. I will list it down below. But this, in my opinion, is one of the best, not only just drugstore, but the tone of this, how it blends out, I think this is every bit as good as the Charlotte Tilbury one. And this one is less than $10. The e.l.f. one is even more than this. And the Milani one is so orange. So if you truly want a contour shade, check these out. It comes in 3 colors. And I think I have either the lightest one or maybe the medium shade. I'm just using the BK Beauty 107. Yes. Again, a nice clean brush. Oh, clean brushes. I was starting to have little breakouts, partly because I was trying some different skincare, different foundations. I also was eating a lot more sugar, you know, stuff that's not good for you. But I also know a huge part of it is that my brushes were not clean. So if you need some inspiration to go and clean your brushes, let this be it. Start off the new year right with clean makeup brushes. Your skin will thank you, and your makeup just blends so much better and so much easier when you have clean makeup brushes. Wow, what a difference. I'm just gonna press this in. Now, BK Beauty did just come out with 3 brand new brush shapes, and they sent them to me. I haven't had an opportunity yet to try them. So look for, I think I'm gonna be doing a trying new products uncut video. It might come right after this one, and I'll share those in that video, but they are based off of some of their most popular brands. Or brushes, they just made them smaller. So I think it's brilliant. I'm gonna blend that contour into my eye there. Just a little bit. I might take a little bit more on this. Is this the N16? I don't know these brushes very well. Is it the 16? Yes. From Nikki LaRose and BK Beauty. This is one of her brushes. I do really like this brush. Now, I did not include any of my favorite brushes in my year-end favorites because I've just done a full set of, let's see, I think I did 2 videos on makeup brushes, and those are the ones that like nobody watched. And so after that, YouTube stopped like recommending my videos to a lot of people. And I was like, okay, maybe people don't need to know about brushes. So if you're interested, I'll link those videos down below. All right, now for bronzer. Needs no introduction if you've been here, but this is the Dalton Serum Bronzer. I'm going to use the other end of that sculpting brush, and I've almost hit pan. I'm waiting any day now. I'm going to hit pan on this, and even though I have a less sunless tanner on these days, I still find that this works really well. I just don't need quite as much of it. So I know if you're super fair, you'll probably want to go in with an even lighter hand, but this just blends so easily. I mean, just taps right into the skin, doesn't disturb the makeup underneath. I just love it. Okay, let's see here. All right, now I think we're gonna go ahead. I pulled out, I think I'm just gonna use powder blush today. I'm not going to try to layer on 3 blushes and, you know, cream highlighter, cream powder highlighter, you know, all that. We're going to try to limit it down here. So now for powder, this is not a new one. This is the Honest Beauty Invisible Blurring Powder. I think this is probably the 3rd one that I have purchased. I've gone through at least 2. This might be the 4th. I don't know. I think at least 2. And before I go through that, I'm gonna just work that foundation out of any lines where it may have settled. Now I'll just pack this on my T-zone. And as I said, our weather's been still getting warm during the day, so I still feel like I need a decent amount of powder on my combo skin. So, but yes, going back to the new year, I'm curious if you all are people that sit down and write out goals and resolutions for the new year. If so, do you have any that you want to share? I'd love to see those. If you're not that kind of person, you're probably more like me, that after so many years of broken resolutions, or, you know, you get 2 weeks into the year and you've half of your list, you've already not kept up with your resolve. You go, what's the point? But no, I like to set kind of goals for the year, but not resolution. That just sounds like it's set in stone and it's either a pass or fail thing. And so if you've done that and you've been discouraged in the past, done resolutions, try maybe thinking of it in more of a goal. Like, these are things I'd like to work on this year. I find that those are a lot more, at the end of the year, I feel a little bit better, but even still, I rarely write them down anymore. I just kind of think through some things. All right, for powder under the eyes, I'm going to use, this is kind of new. I didn't put this in the favorites. I love it, but I'm still kind of playing with it with each of my different concealers to see if it's great with everything. But this is the RMS, and this powder, it does come in different shades. So yeah, I have it in light. This is the Hydra setting powder. I feel like this is relatively new this year. I've been impressed with this so far, but let me just look up close and let's just make sure we don't have any excess concealer hanging out there. And now I'm gonna go in with that setting powder and just press in. And what's weird is at first pass, I felt like, oh no, it's dry. And then I did a couple more passes and I thought, oh wait, it's like it almost blurs out the more you put it on. And it does have hydrating ingredients in it, which is why I don't use it on the rest of my face. But under the eyes, I found it to be really good. And this new brush I'm loving from Dalton. This is the sculpting brush, but I love it as a powder setting brush. Actually, maybe I picked up the wrong brush, but I like this one under here. Part of their holiday collection. Ooh, love that powder. So look for an upcoming Darlings in Beds. That's something that kind of I fell off the wagon doing that this last year. I'm going to try to do that more regularly. I like to do it about every other month. Now for blush today, I'm going to start off with this shade in Ravi Beauty, but I might end up with my favorite shade, which is this one. This one is Paradise. And, oh, I forgot to grab a blush brush over here. Okay. This these blushes, this formula is just beautiful. I am so happy for Ali. She's done such a great job with her makeup line. And if you're not at all familiar with Ravi Beauty, Ali Glines is a YouTuber that she has started this all on her own and just is slowly building up products. And these blushes are so buildable. Like you saw, it started off with a light amount, but you can keep building color. And for those of you who struggle to get a pink that doesn't turn orange on you, try this shade. This is just beautiful. But even on my more warm toned skin, it doesn't end up looking ashy. So it's a really beautiful color. Ooh, yeah, definitely going to be using this a lot this winter. The other one I was using a lot towards the end of the summer and really loving that. This one, which is Daydream, right? Yes, Daydream is beautiful. All right, let's add some highlight. And this is the Sephora Collection highlighter. A lot of people loved these. This formula really, of all, even the Dior quad, the Dior palette, highlighting palette quad that I bought in the Sephora sale, I was comparing these two. And I have to say, I think this formula won out. Now, that one is special because, you know, you've got 4 shades in there, but this one comes in multiple shades as well. And wow, it's just a little packs a punch, but it's not like chunky glitter. I don't know. What shade do I have in this one? Luminizer. What is this one? Oh yeah, Sparkling Honey. And I thought when I saw these online that I would have wanted the lightest one. But when I went into the store and swatched them, this was the one. And I even contemplated picking up another one. Again, I went in, swatched them, and this one's still my favorite. So put a little bit there on the nose. Okay, now I feel like I could use just a little more bronzer contour on the nose. I'm just going to take what's left on my brush there. There we go. Okay, inner corner highlight. Let's not leave any palette out. Let's go to the Soft Glam. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell you. I mean, serious dents in this palette. I love this so much. I'm going to go in with both this. So we have Tempera and Dreamer. And I'm going to use a combo of those two on the inner corner. And whenever I was in a super big hurry and I had no time to even think about the look I was creating, this was the palette I grabbed for. So if that describes your mornings every morning, definitely go for this one. All right, now we need some mascara. And I don't know if you saw, there is a brand new version of the L'Oreal Paradise mascara. It's Paradise Big, I think is what it's called. I've picked it up. I have it in a box ready to try out. So again, in that trying new makeup, I'll probably use that in there. I'm excited to try that one. I almost was going to do a makeup fails of the year. And because there are several products that I have seen in people's all-time favorites that I just did not like. And one of them was the L'Oreal Panorama Mascara. That did not work for me at all. I don't understand the love of it at all. And so, but I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do a fails video, but if I did, that would have been in it. So I'm hoping that this newest mascara from L'Oreal is going to be a win, because the last couple I feel like I've tried have just not wowed me. And I mean, the Panorama was just an all out, like I didn't even want to finish the tube. That's how bad it was. So I'm going in with the Dior Show Lash Primer. I'm still finishing up my 3D one, but I do have the 4D in my drawer. So maybe I'll try that in my trying new makeup. So we can try a new primer with a new mascara. That could be good or it could be bad, but we'll try it. So yeah, so I feel like in 2025, I will, well, I'll probably talk more about that in my upcoming Uncut video, but I feel like there's going to be some maybe paring down a little bit of my collection and maybe doing a little more focused buying. So not feeling the pressure to buy and try everything, but you know, really taking time to think through things, which I do already, but there is a certain amount of, you know, I'll buy it because I think maybe you all might be interested in seeing it. So RMS was a brand that so many of you kept asking me to try and asking me to try. And I just really was struggling because it's expensive. And it's not sold at, well, it wasn't sold at Ulta, but now it is. So now when Ulta has their 20% off, I can use, you know, that on the RMS Beauty. But also Penny's is actually where I first started buying RMS because Penny's offers some sales on their beauty products and they were having, I think it was like 30% off RMS. And I thought, okay, now's the time. So that's when I got my first strobe, what is it? The Eyelights Cream Shadow. And I fell in love. I tried that and a blush and their highlighter. And I thought, okay, we need to try more from this brand. So I'll be trying more from that brand for sure in the coming year. I have also found them available on Amazon. And that sometimes is a little more convenient. So yeah, you'll be seeing some of that. But I mentioned paring down. I'm actually going to be reorganizing all of my makeup this week. I'm so excited. I finally came to grips with my jewelry supply collection. Some of you might be going, what? What is that? I used to have a jewelry business and I used a lot of natural stones and beads and things like that. And then a lot, I mean, I did a wide variety of styles with my jewelry making. And I had a dear friend that would go shopping with me for those supplies. And so after I closed down my business in 2012, I had really gotten rid of almost everything. I mean, I used it, you know, in my final designs, and then I sold a bunch of it, and I really was down to just a few things. And then my dear friend passed away, and her husband had said, Shirley, come get all this stuff. I got to get it out of my house. So I went, and I just, you know, couldn't pass up the potential of, you know, having all these gemstones and pearls and things like that again to work with if by chance I was going to do some more jewelry in the future. Well, I started my YouTube channel in 2016 and I still thought, well, maybe I'll find some time to, you know, do some more jewelry, do some jewelry sales throughout the, here we are, 2024. It hasn't happened. And I've really decided that if I were to do some jewelry again, some of my most complimented pieces from you all are what I used to call interchangeable jewelry. And so that would be what I would do if I did it again. So therefore, this is a long way of telling you that I am going to be clearing out a bunch of drawers in my credenza behind me and in my desk where I sit. And now I am going to be able to have more room to spread out my makeup collection, but it doesn't mean I want my makeup collection to grow. Let me be clear on that. I just want to finally have places for everything because right now I have limited space. And so anytime I get sent PR or I make new purchases, it's kind of like I'm looking at my drawers going, oh no, I don't have room. And so then my desk looks like it does right now. There's just stuff everywhere. So I'm going to have some room to clear out drawers and spread out my collection so I can visibly see it a little more, which helps me use it more often. don't know if you've had that issue where things get buried and you go, oh, totally forgot about this. I'm going to use now, I used the Superhero mascara on the upper lashes, and now I'm using the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. They had a, I think it was buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half off at Black Friday sale. So I decided to pick up their regular one in black, and then to also pick up the brown black shade. So I'm using the brown black shade. I've really been enjoying this brown mascara on the lower lashes. I haven't really embraced the brown mascara on the upper lashes yet. Maybe next year with all of the chocolate mousse inspiration that we're going to be seeing, maybe I will do a little more of that, give it a better try, a better effort. But right now I'm just enjoying having the brown on the lower lashes. And this mascara, it's been a while since I've used it, and I forgot how cleanly this comes off. So this is a tubing mascara, which just means it forms a tube over each individual lash, and therefore it doesn't run off when, like, if your eyes water. And when you take it off at night, you just have to rub your fingers over the lashes and the tubes come off. But what's also great about this mascara is it does have lash growth benefits. And I always feel like when I use that consistently on my lower lashes, that they grow longer. I'm noticing more length growing. So, all right, I'm going to let that sit. I know I've got a few little clubs here and there I need to clean up. But while we're waiting for that to dry, let's go to lips. Oh, no. I knew it's too good to be true. I'm like, this is going so fast. We need some brows, don't we? Oh, goodness. Yes, we can't skip the brows. It's just, you know, it's one of those things, I don't like doing them, but they definitely help bring the look together. I mean, it's not too bad right now, but yeah. Okay, let's go in. I'm using today, oh, and I have a here. I could feel that. I'm using the CoverGirl Nano Brow Pencil, and I debated which one to use because my hair, oh my goodness, it's getting dark. I am about 2 weeks away from color, and I go every 3 months. So there's a lot of darkness, and so I always feel like right before a color refresh that my brows need a little extra color, a little extra depth. So we'll see if this is dark enough, and if not, I could bring in my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, but we'll see if we can get away with just this. And let's see here. How are we doing? That's pretty good. And I do love this pencil. I've gone through, oh goodness, this might be my 4th one. You go through it really, really fast. So I feel like this was the year of a lot of these micro brow pencils being introduced to the market. And I think it's, you know, we love the preciseness of it, allows you to really just, you know, create hair-like strokes. I mean, it's a great effect, but that does come at a little bit of a price where, you know, you go through that pencil quite a bit faster than a big old jumbo pencil. But, you know, we don't necessarily need huge brows right now. So, all right, I'm going to do this side. That actually didn't take too long. So we'll go on this side, and then we will go with lips. Now, for my lip combo today, I'm still debating. It's kind of how it goes for just on a daily basis. I'll get done and I might try one lip liner and one lipstick, and then I'm like, no, let's add a gloss. No, let's. So we'll see how we end up today. But I don't know if you're like that at all, or if you kind of just know right off what lipstick you want to wear. I know some of you don't have a vast lipstick or lip gloss or lip liner collection like I do. So you're kind of like, well, I wear the same lipstick all the time and that's okay. My mom had a dear friend from, I think they were friends since first grade. And I have never, ever, ever seen this woman in anything but a red lip. Never. My entire life. And it was just her signature color. And that was always the color that she wore. Now, I haven't seen her in years, but still pictures and everything that I see online, she's still rocking that red lipstick and she looks great. You know, it's a great color for her and it just is one of those colors that I'm sure makes her feel like her, you know? So, all right, let's see, we're almost there. Almost there. Okay, and I'll probably add a little bit of some brow gel. Yeah, okay, let's do that real quick. And then we can finish out this video with some lips and hopefully keep this under an hour, right? I just like to talk and chat, and that's why it takes me a little bit longer. And then showing products and explaining things, you know, this is just a much more relaxed time. So again, if you're new, if this is one of your first videos you've seen of mine where I'm putting on makeup and you're not into spending this much time or doing this many steps in your routine, I do have some really fast makeup routines. I will list and link that playlist down below. They're quick makeup looks. I have some, you know, timed on a timer for 5 minutes. Those are heart pulsing, pounding fun. Oh goodness, I haven't felt like wanting to do that because, well, maybe because in real life I've had to do that too many times lately. I feel like everywhere I go, I'm frantically trying to slap on makeup and get out the door. So this is really the first time in a long time I could just relax and not hurry to get makeup on. All right, my lips feel so nice and hydrated. Add some soft ochre paint pot around the edge of my lips here. And then we will discuss our lip options. So definitely have ended up with overall kind of monochromatic pink look, which for me just happens. If I put on a pink sweater, it tells me that I am in the mood for pink. Does that happen to you? So everything I look at in my makeup collection, I'm seeing pink. Everything that I'm drawn towards that day is pink. So if that's not you, I'm sorry. If you're going, oh, more pink, why? All right, my 2 lip liner options, I think I might go with this one. This one's the Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. I do also have the Maybelline Lifter in, is this Big Lift? I think it's Big Lift. I will link it down below. Oh, that might be the one. That's the one we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do Big Lift. And then we might just do a gloss. Let's see, okay. Let me powder that. Oh, nice. This is why you come along for these videos, because you get to see me do funny things like somehow randomly getting lip liner below my lips there. Okay, and I better, oh my goodness. Those Maybelline, oh my goodness, that is still even on there. Okay, let's see if I can get it off. Well, still have a line. It's okay, let's go. This was another product that I was thinking I was all done collecting items, and then I thought, wait, this summer the Maybelline Lifter liners came out. I'm thinking, oh my word, it's crazy how, you know, something is super hot and then we get new things that, you know, we're testing out or replacing them, and then we think back and go, wait, I really love those. And like I said, this one was living in my purse, so that's a good sign. All right. I love this color. It has just the right amount, just a hint of some pink, but it is a cooler toned, neutral, almost like a mauvey brown. Is that such a color? Sure. All right. And then I'm gonna just kind of work that in. All right. And then I think for my lip color today, we're gonna use the Fenty Gloss Bomb Stick in Blazed Donut. I love this shade. And this is one of those products that I really didn't, I love the other lighter color as well, but the kind of mid-range to deeper ones, I just have not been drawn to, but there's something about this color that I have just so enjoyed. I mean, I have used a ton of this and it has a good amount of color, a good amount of shine. Okay, let me remove my mirror and let's turn down our brightness here. Okay, so now here, let's see, I already have my earrings in. Let's see what else we need. We might need a little more blush, right? Blush, bronzer, you know, I didn't even add any powder bronzer. Can you believe it? So here, oh, wait, no, we forgot. I forgot. I got to clean up the mascara under the eyes. That would be a little bit of a disaster. I would be editing this video going, oh my goodness, you left mascara under your eyes. That's not good. All right, there we go. I didn't have too much. Just a few little spots here and there. And okay. All right, now I think that looks better. Move that mirror out of the way. So yes, I have my snowflake and pearl earrings in. It's still, you know, Christmas is past for you all, but it's just, you know, a little wintry, an ode to winter. All right, so here now is our finished look. And overall, again, it's just so fun to use all of the products that I just love. And I know that they're going to work and work well. So here is the finished makeup for 2024. My favorites, so many of my favorites on my face right now. I so appreciate you coming along. I know I mentioned this before, but I really, truly appreciate you spending time here and watching my videos, giving videos thumbs up, sharing my videos. It really does help my channel. It helps me. I've just been so grateful for the opportunity just to do this, to create beauty videos for you all, makeup, hair, and the occasional organizational video or fashion video or something. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Check the description box down below this video for links and a list of everything that I used, including the brushes. I will also put what's on my nails, where my sweater's from, my necklace, all of that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.